Take it easy.
Stabilize!
Years of the storm! Game's up! Time's over. Quietly now.
The wind rises. Know your place.
Gather! This is order.
Have fun with this game! Things are about to get dicey.
Behold.
Stabilize!
Too late for regret! Game's up! Time's over. Truth repeats itself!
Squall and fury. Search for it. Upon the gale. Cry louder.
Solidify! Order guide you.
Wretched vermin. Quit following me.
Take it easy.
Stabilize!
Years of the storm! Things are about to get dicey. Busted!
The wind rises. Bow your head.
This is order. Solidify!
Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Squall and fury. Cry louder.
I will have order. Gather!
Game's up. Fun's over.
The wind rises.
Would you care to... If you ever...
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Relax. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, Maybe that's their problem. Relax. Squall Fury! Quit following me.
Stabilize!
The wind rises.
I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie! Are you there? So that's Fremone's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear. It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie! Nice to meet you! Do you know how to...
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so...
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module.
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have two other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to...
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand. Like that brave prince.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me. Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case. Okay, knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. You're doing well.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before you.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just... Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right? Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel...
Squall and Fury!
Should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our... This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out. These should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
The wind rises.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your super...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on...
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friend.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is...
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little
Oh, do you really think so?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps.
Obsessed with...
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought...
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willingly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So...
Sure, you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your trouble.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right? Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is...
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often
So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old. It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities.
Oh no.
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the travel.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between...
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story...
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves.
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as...
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his... He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his
So Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Femine need to make a Thelxie?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Femine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll...
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Femine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins...
Sadly, no. we won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this at... Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out...
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time? All right, everyone.
Zuria sure is a brave and optimistic lady.
Let's discuss that over by the tent.
Too slow.
What is it from it?
If you don't mind... This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? If things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zuria that we'll be optimistic about...
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
So that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even...
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for...
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because... But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How did...
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it. So you're...
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
It's just... Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his...
Fremine, are you sure you're not...
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see.
Specific times? Like when you put...
Yeah.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also... I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see...
Really? Like a miracle?
Well, if that's in order.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thuxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from...
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now.
There's no need to exchange. Pleasantries. It's rather pathetic. To force a conversation.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra Abbott.
This is order.
Here comes the catch.
Squall and Fury. Wretched vermin. Stabilize.
Truth repeats it. Busted.
Behold. Order guide you. Gather.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
The wind rises. Stabilize.
Have fun with this game. Things are about to get done.
Everything was futile.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Squall and Fury. Solidify.
Gears of the storm.
I will have order. Cry louder. Stabilize.
Busted. Dare to mess with me. Things are about to get dicey.
Solidify.
Gotcha. Game's up. Fun's over.
The wind rises. Know your place. This is order. Stabilize.
Truth repeats itself. Busted. Here comes the catch.
Gather. Behold. Wretched vermin. I will have order. Squall and Fury.
Gotcha.
Solidify.
Have fun with this game. Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Behold. Stabilize.
Gotcha. Too late for advance. Truth repeats itself. Here comes the catch.
Order guide you. Squall and Fury. Search for it. Solidify.
Busted. Dare to mess with me?
Gather.
Gotcha. Gears of the sword! Game's up! Time's over.
The wind rises. Nothing worth mentioning.
How amusing.
Falling into the abyss.
Solidify!
Here comes the catch. Busted.
Bow your head! This is order.
We'll see about that.
Behold!
Quietly now. Game's up. Time's over.
The wind rises.
Unsightly insects! I will have order! Gather!
Gears of the storm.
Behold! Solidify!
Busted.
Gather!
Here comes the catch.
Have fun with this gift.
The wind rises.
Cry louder! Solidify! Order guide you!
Quietly now.
Dare to mess with me?
Coming!
Truth repeats itself.
Game's up. Time's over. Busted.
Squall and fury. Nothing worth mentioning.
Gotcha.
We'll see about that. Have fun with this gift.
I will have order! Gather!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
The wind rises.
Wretched vermin! Stabilize!
Gotcha.
Dare to mess with me?
Behold!
Gooba, get them!
The wind knows me.
Going in!
Fallen leaves.
Adorn my... Yeah! Shouldn't let your guard down.
Let's light it up!
At the frying pan!
Everybody stand back!
You're toast!
Clouds high.
The birds come! Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! No time to lose.
Into the wind.
Let's light it up!
Gooba, get them!
Wind strike.
light it up!
Nice and spicy.
As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is trick! Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
One with nature.
Let's light it up!
Eat this!
You can run, but you can't hide. No touch.
Solidify!
Truth repeats its course! Things are about to get dicey.
The wind rises. Search for it. Unsightly insects.
Gather!
Quietly now.
Order guide you. Rise!
Busted.
Squall and fury.
Solidify!
Have fun with this gift.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Behold. Cry louder.
Stabilize!
We'll see about that.
I will have order!
Truth repeats its course. Game's up. Fun's over. Quietly.
Solidify!
Gotcha.
Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift.
Here comes the catch.
Too late for...
Stabilize! This is order!
The wind rises. Upon the gale. Search for it. Wretched vermin.
Solidify!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Gears of the storm.
Squall and fury.
Gather!
Quietly now.
Dare to mess with me?
Behold. Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Teamwork is trick!
Nice and spicy. You're toast.
One with wind and cloud. Riptide. Ha! Za! Yeah! Za! Yeah!
Let's light it up!
Wind strike!
Everybody stand back!
Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's one more?
Busted! Truth repeats its course!
I will have order.
Here comes the catch!
The wind rises.
Stabilize.
Quietly now.
We'll see about that.
Ears of the storm! Take it easy.
Order guide you. Solidify. Behold.
Upon the gale.
You need to hurry up!
Gather.
Dare to mess with me?
I'm ready! You need to hurry up!
Game's up. One's over.
This one's final done!
Have fun with this gift.
Squall and fury.
Busted.
You need to
Solidify.
We'll see about that.
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
This is order. Stabilize. Behold.
Unsightly insects.
Truth repeats its course.
Squall and fury.
How amusing.
The price for my sins.
Busted.
have a load of this! Move!
Order guide you.
Have a load of
Gotcha.
Have fun with this gift.
Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
The wind rises.
That's far enough.
Everything.
Solidify.
Let's move to get careless.
Quietly now.
Truth repeats its course.
I will have order.
Game's up. Time's over.
Behold.
Know your place.
Have fun with this gift!
Here comes the catch.
Order guide you.
Squall and Fury. Falling into the abyss.
Gather!
Let me try. Shouldn't get careless. Taste my
Truth repeats itself.
I will have order.
That won't work.
Busted.
Solidify.
Shouldn't get careless. Shouldn't get careless.
Ears of the storm. Game's up. Time's over. Quietly now.
This is order. Behold.
Let's move.
Wretched vermin.
Gather.
Gotcha.
We'll see about that. Truth repeats.
Here comes the catch.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
The wind rises.
This move.
Cry loud.
Gather.
Busted.
Dare to mess with me? Ears of the storm.
Game's up. Time's over.
Behold.
Gotcha.
Too late for regrets.
I will have order.
Busted.
Have fun with this gift.
Here comes the catch.
Upon the gale.
Quietly now. I'm winging it.
Dare to mess with me?
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Yeah.